Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video on this channel with me today from CcSpeedUk. So I hope you guys are having a lovely, enjoying your day so far, where you are around the world. So yeah, back for more open lobbies once again. Racing at Imola for the first race of the day, and also the next race on the Canada for race 7 for the F1 2024 season. So just trying to get a good start and make sure I don't get hit at this bit through turn 3, 4 right now. Luckily I didn't get hit, so that was very nicely. That is the first thing you don't want to do on the first lap at the start, but luckily first sector is not too bad. Now I'm on my way. So yeah, so Imola's the next race on the Canada, so that what happened last year because of the rain and it's flooded. So that's why it was cancelled last season I think it was, yeah, F1 23 it was. It cancelled last season, so that's why we didn't race there in real life. It did it in F1 22 though, in real life, so we haven't raced there since 2022, so last time they raced there, because of the flood and all that. So yeah, so look and see it in real life at Imola. It's good to have that back on the Canada. Sounds like the Chinese Grand Prix in the pre-series race. That was after. It was before. After Miami, so before that, I'm not sure. Well, I did see Miami results. Yeah, I saw Nando winning the first race. His first ever win as a driver. Yeah, so yeah, he deserved it. So he deserved that win. So I'm pleased with him right now. I know he can do it. I know he'll win one day. I believe in him. And it turns out he got the win. So at Miami. So yeah, so not too bad at all. Yeah, so hopefully it goes well for him, and hopefully we might win at Silverstone maybe this year. So at his home track. So I hope so. If Max gets a DNF or maybe second place in Miami, I'll be okay with that and all that. So yeah, so I've got a nice gap from behind from the top 3, or bang for like P2 at this stage behind me. I was kind of alright at this stage, so I wasn't using the EOS that much on that 2 compared to the first lap at the start. Try and get a good start and all that. Sometimes I get a weird start, sometimes it's okay, sometimes it's weird. I have to use my EOS just to get the speed up. But luckily I was on pole position for this race, and I decided to use my battery down towards turn 2, I think it was, at this corner right now, 2 laps ago. Now DOS is enabled, I'm kind of in a safe race with a 5-second gap behind me. So yeah, so this one, just make sure I don't get track limits. Track limits is definitely tricky around this circuit. This is where you get penalties from. It's a bit similar like Qatar and Canada-ish. So, because those two do get track limits a lot, and of course you get more than that. So compared to the other circuits with less track limits than that, like I don't know, like Baku, or a bit like street circuits. You got Baku, and then you got Singapore maybe, or something like that. Or Las Vegas maybe, if you don't go cut the corners and all that, you should be okay with no track limits and all that. I mean, I do have a good setup for this track, so that's why I'm doing really well in this one. I really enjoy Imola, so it's not how it looks, it's about the setup to make sure you got an okay, good setup for the race. So on this one, it's not too bad. So I had this setup since, I think I had it since the beginning of the game, around July time, when I was sorting out the setups, or I think it was middle of June when the game came out, and I had that setup since day 1, and then it was being fine since. I did change the tyre pressures a little bit, and of course making sure everything in the setup, suspension and all that kind of stuff, to make sure everything's okay and balanced, and also make sure everything's okay, make sure the wings are fine. Wings are not too bad actually, so wings is fine. A little bit of straight line, and of course you need downforce in orbit in the middle sector, and of course first sector as well, apart from the main straight, because the main straight is only one straight and one DOS zone on this track, so that's why downforce is quite important, but you do need straight line speed as well and all that. So coming towards the end of lap 4 now, onto the final lap of the race. So I decided to use my battery on the exit of the corner, the last corner, using the battery not too much down towards turn 2, because I'm trying to get the fastest lap of the race. So I already got the fastest lap of the race, but I'm going much faster. So I'm using the battery on the exit of turn 4, heading towards this corner here. Just be careful through here. Not a quick first sector, but I'll try to do my best in the middle section and all that. So yeah, so I've got a 10-second gap from behind, so very nicely. And also I've got no penalties and no warnings yet, so I was doing really well on this one. So yeah, I've got no track limits yet, no penalties. I haven't made a mistake once yet, so not too bad at all. I've got a warning there, so that's my first warning of the race, so I don't mind it on the last lap, because I'm trying to get the fastest time anyway. And using all my battery, on this lap, just to get the fastest lap. Coming towards the last corner now, using my battery down the main straight, towards the line. It's an easy victory for me. I did get a purple last sector though, and I did get the fast lap of the race. Fantastic. I've got it in the last sector. So I managed to prove my final sector, but without getting a warning there. So won by 11 seconds. It was about 11 seconds when I crossed the 9, and he had a 2-second penalty, and I moved it to 13 seconds now, because he had a penalty in that race. So yeah, so an easy victory. I had some easy victories 3 months ago on this channel, so I think it's my 5th or more than that. I'm not really sure how many these victories I have, I think. So yeah, so easy victory there, not too bad at all. So now we're off to France now. Turn 1 was a bit chaos. I had to take a shortcut, because I had to go, not a shortcut, but I had to go straight a little bit, because those two on the inside just went for it, and I was trying to take my time, trying to see what the leaders were doing. They got me a 3-second penalty for that, and I was like, well, I'm not that bothered anyway, so I knew this was going to happen, so I wasn't that bothered. So we move on from there. So yeah, heading down towards the chicane in the middle sector. Got a little bit deep there, but managed to recover it from the turning. Now, they're clearing away a little bit, using a bit of battery. They're using a bit of battery at the front, so I was trying to save my battery a bit, just to take my time. Come towards the long right-hander now. Get through here nicely, get a good exit, not too bad at all. I'm saving my battery just to, well, so I can save it a little bit more. Well, the DRS is not for another lap's time, so I've still got a long way to go to get into the DRS and all that. Well, these guys are battering, so that got me a chance to catch up. I did use a little bit of battery on the exit of the last corner at the end of the first lap. Managed to get the toes. I decided to follow these guys and then see what they're doing. These two are going side by side, and I decided to not fight that much, but I decided to let the first two go through, and I can follow them through anyway into the end of the first sector down towards the main straight. So coming towards the main straight now. No DRS on this occasion, not for another lap. So it's doing P3 though, so apart from the 3-second penalty, but I'm fine with that. Using a toe a little bit, but I'm not using a battery on this straight because there's literally no point at this stage. And then these two are going side by side. Red Bull managed to get past. I'd use a bit of my battery there just to get the momentum. I had to lift off a little bit. The Aston Martin here decided to use the old layout route. with the extra bit of the layout, so he went a bit wide there. I'm not sure he was using that part of the layout, or he just went wide or something. I think he already made a mistake on that corner. It is a flat out corner, and it's not... It is a right-hander, but I don't understand why using... I'm not sure he was using a part of that layout, or if he just went wide, I'm not sure. Well, I got past him eventually, so now I've got to try to get into his DRS now. And I'm using a bit of battery, just to get closer. And this guy's got the fastest lap, right behind me, in the Mercedes. He's only 4th place down the road. So now I've got to try to get into his DRS. I'm just about under a second, so I'm kind of alright at this stage. Just make sure I don't get any. Let's make sure I don't make mistakes then. Okay, through here, not too bad. Lucky I got. It's only 7/10 when I crossed the DRS detection, so I managed to get DRS on this straight, so I was fine with that. So now I can just save my battery a bit more. I've still got that 3-second penalty though, so I just need to make sure I've got a 3-second gap behind me. So now, this is where it gets difficult, because I need to save my battery. Using a bit here, just get closer. I hope the toe will make a difference. But I'm gaining it slightly on the toe, so it does help. And then... Well, he's got no battery from the leader, so I've got about 20% more than, or 30% more than he has. So I've got about 30% more of the battery than he has. So it does help as well. So I've got DRS and a bit of battery, so I've got kind of a advantage at the moment. Right, around the last corner. Using DRS on the straight. And just trying to... He's got the quickest time of the race, so without the DRS, but I was just taking my time anyway. Through turn 1 and 2, not too bad at all. Using a tiny bit of battery there. I still can't... I mean, I'm not trying to fight with him, I'm just trying to get into his DRS, that's what I'm trying to do. Little mistake here, but luckily I'm still in the DRS zone. By the time I got to this bit, just enough to be in the DRS. So I was okay with that. Yeah, tiny mistake there, but it's fine. Still in the DRS zone, so it's fine. That pulls me along slightly. Make sure I don't... I always hit that bump is really annoying on that corner, so I always make mistakes on that. And then now he's pulling away again, so hoping the toe does make the difference. And then that bit was kind of a bit weird, so don't know what's wrong with crossplay at the moment. Yeah. It's okay a tiny bit for this one, but as long as it's not messy and all that. So yeah, so I think okay at this stage. Now just trying to get into his DRS zone at the last corner. Luckily I'm just enough to get into the DRS zone on the main straight there, onto the last lap now. I mean, he's quick as well. He's very quick, so I'm not gonna lie. So just both doing similar pace right now. So I'm just trying to get into his DRS zone. So hoping I am under 10% though, so this is where it gets tricky. So to get closer to him, I'm trying to take shortcuts a little bit on the curve there at turn 4, I think it was. Kind of the shortest route. I do have a purple first sector though. But I do have DRS on this straight, so it does help. But I'm not close enough for the overtake, so... Not close enough though. I am getting closer and closer every time down towards this straight. And now we're on to the next straight now. I'm using a bit of battery here to get closer. Hoping I can try get round the right-hander at turn 11 or something like that. I'm a bit closer, so I decided... He's going to fence it. I decided to do a switchback, but he decided to go. He went to be offensive there, so I had to back out of there slightly. So yeah, I tried it, but it didn't work, so I had to settle for P2 for this one. It was a good. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. Following the leader, but yeah, so I settled for P2 for this one, so I say not too bad at all. So I'll take P2 on this occasion. Fair play to him. He's a very quick driver, so yeah, so hoping it'll go well for him and all that. So yeah, so he got the fastest lap, got a podium, still got a win though at Imola, so I'll take it though. So I'll appreciate it a lot. So I'll take it all day. So yeah, so make sure you like, subscribe to your channel. That'll appreciate it a lot. That'll give me support and all that. So yeah, so hope you guys have a nice day. Enjoy your day and have a nice week from me today. So appreciate it a lot for support and all that. So yeah, so have a nice day and see you there.